Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to be showing how we converted our SAM file into a BAM file and then getting it set up so that we can use it in IGVtools as a TDF and visualize it on the GUI itself. So I actually already did this ahead of time just to make sure it worked, and we have our IGVtools in our bin. We set it up in our path, and my working directory is under my desktop. I'm still using HiSat2 so that I can save all my files in there. And essentially what we made last time was a SAM file, and then we're going to be converting that into a BAM file, and then from that process on we'll be making our TDF file, which can be later on visualized on the IGVtools interface. So I saved some of my commands over here, and something that was actually very useful was this web page from the Quinlan lab. They kind of tell you how to the workflow of what to use and how to do it. So as we can see from my commands, the first one is this one. So this one is to actually convert the file itself into a BAM file, because we have to use the BAM file in order to index it, make our bam.by file, and from there we'll make our TDF file. So we'll go ahead and input this in here, and it is going. I'll be right back. We'll give it a moment. So now that it looks like that file's finished, we can go ahead and go into our working directory, and boom, there it is. Alright, so from here now we have to actually sort it out. So as we can see here, it says that when you align FASTQ files with all current sequence aligners, the alignments introduced are in random order. So essentially what we have to do is sort this file out. So what we will do is we'll go back to our commands over here, and we'll make this. So what it is calling the program SAMtools, and we're going to sort our input file, our .bam file, and I just called it ERR18044 .sorted. So then now we know that later on when we call this, we're going to call the one that's sorted, not the standard one that was generated by this by view. And now it's running again. This roughly takes about a minute as well, so not too long. let's see what it did over here. We'll go back to my working directory, and we got our sorted.bam file. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to index. So we actually need to make a bam.bai file, and those go in conjunction together. So we can go over here and see the workflow. So on this thread over here, I believe it should say it. Doesn't look like it say it, but the BAI file. Let's see. When these two have to get inputted together in order to make our TDF file, and not only that, but we also have to map where our actual genome is. So we're going to be inputting those 3 files into IGVtools, and it's actually going to convert those 3 together into our TDF, so that when we call the TDF, it's going to already have everything it needs, from the BAM file to our sorted BAM file, of course, our BAI file, which will tell it where is what, and then the genome as a reference. So we'll go back to our text, and what we're going to do is we're going to input this right here, so index. So that's going to create our index. So bam.bai is going to be our index. Oops, that's the wrong one. So forgot you can't use delete. There we go. So it's this one right here. So IGVtools index, we're inputting our BAM file, and we want to output a file called sorted.bam.bai. And then it's running again. Boom, it's done. So I keep switching between the directories, but we can just go ls. I just wanted to show the directory just to show that we actually made it today. But there it is. Today at 6:52, bam.bai. Alright. So once we're done with that, we have our files necessary to kick up the IGV program to make our file, our TDF file. Now, like I said, there is a workflow. I looked it up online as well. Let's see if I have it. History or something. Tools. Yes. So it's actually under their website on how to use it. So here it gives you an order of how things workflow, and well, that's all right. I found it on their actual IGV website, and essentially what it tells you to do is you have to input your BAM file, your sorted BAM file. Your sorted BAM file is already going to call your BAI file from this IGVtools count. If not, you can't do it. I don't know. I tried to and it didn't work. That's why I have this gap right here between my lines, 610 to 620. And then you call where your chromosome is. So chromosome X, not FA. So you call in your BAM file. you say you want to make a TDF file, and you call your genome. So we're going to go ahead and highlight those 3 items, and it's IGVtools count, so we can actually go back to that website. Computes average alignment for features, density over a specified window size across the genome, and output tiled data file used to create track and can be displayed on IGV, for example, as a bar chart, blah blah blah. So there, it supports BAM files. Alright, so we'll go back to this and we'll run this. So now it's running, processing, called IGVtools over here. It's thinking. I don't know how fast on average most are, but there we go. So now that we have everything done, what I did at that point was I called the shell so I can get the GUI. So it's just IGV.sh. Just gonna open up the program. And no errors. I should have told you guys before. I did install these. I had to install SAM tools and then IGVtools and set them up in my path so that they'd run. Alright, so this is the program here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go load from file. I've already gone into this folder, and we know that what we created was this TDF file. So we'll just click open, and there it is. And we can click on a specific region. You see the peaks over here. You keep going in. And it tells you the range at where you're at. And the closer you go in, the more you see the sequence pop up. Now I'm still too unfamiliar with this, but this is nice that you can zoom in, so you're at a 51 base pair. Visualization, and it shows here this is your file you're looking at, and it's telling you exactly what that sequence is. So I'm zoomed all the way in. You can zoom out, and that'll spam all of it. 154 megabases, so that's the size of our file, of our TDF, of our genome that we're looking at, that we generated. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. And like I said, this was converting our SAM file to a BAM file, making a indexed file to accompany it, a bam.by file, introducing our genome so that we can make our TDF file. And once we have our TDF file, see it inputs right here. It's able to call it through the program, and then we get to visualize the TDF itself. Thank you very much. Have a good day.